Roots, the 1976 historical novel by Alex Haley based on his family lineage, has just been banned from the school libraries of eastern Tennessee by the Knox County School District. Apparently, it violates their Age Appropriate Materials Act, and school officials believe the book contains too much violence and perverse adult situations for young readers. These are the same officials who want to teach the Bible in public schools via the Protecting Religious Liberty and Expression in Public Schools Act. The Bible. Have you read that book? No violence or perverse adult situations there, right? Some have opined that young white readers will feel bad about themselves based on the white characters portrayed in Roots. But as Ibram X. Kendi recently said to Stephen Colbert, and I'm paraphrasing him here, why would white children identify with the enslavers? Instead, why wouldn't they connect more with the abolitionists? If educators are doing their jobs properly, wouldn't that be your takeaway from this part of American history? I was 13 years old in 1977 when Roots first aired as a television miniseries. 130 million people watched the series, and in my house, we discussed the episodes as a family and then talked about it with our teachers at school the next day. This was not something that shattered my fragile little 13-year-old brain. Instead, it made me want to learn more. I understood that this was a grotesque and horrifying part of American history, and one that we could never repeat, and one that we could never ignore. And I needed to educate myself beyond the miniseries. Plus, I loved books and reading. And you don't know what you don't know. Rewriting history will always fail. The truth always emerges. Making history more palatable for young people is a complete disservice to them. Why is the story of Lot's daughters getting him drunk and conceiving children with him more acceptable than educating students about this country's very real history of treating fellow humans as property? But one thing is for sure, the best way to get a kid to read a book is to tell them that they can't read that book. They will do everything they can to get their hands on it. So perhaps this boneheaded decision will put Roots back on the bestseller list. And a final note, African American history is American history. There is no separating it, no qualifying it, no pretending that it is a lesser history. If you live in Tennessee, go buy a copy of Roots and give it to some young person who values education, who values the truth. Thank you for being here. See you next time. Love you lots. Bye-bye.